also known as Nana Tink Treasures. What am I? Who am I? What's this about? What I do, I am a full-time reseller on eBay. Sometimes Mercari, but I'm focusing on eBay right now. I do videos. The videos I do, what did I buy? Where did I buy it? How much did I pay for it? And what did I sell it for? Other videos I've done, a few of how to repair, maybe how to clean, different products, different things. And once a week I've been doing a video on glassware. I also did a video, the first one I did was Bakelite. I'll post that up there. Go check out that link on Bakelite. You've got to know about Bakelite. And I also went to my friend's house, did some of her Pyrex because she has a couple pieces that are my favorites, some of my favorites. I have some here that I'm going to show you. I'm looking at tables, got some here. Also, I'm going to show you a little bit of how to clean. Sometimes Pyrex get marks on the outside. You don't want to just use anything and you don't want to put it in your dishwasher. Please don't do that. So a little bit of video here on Pyrex. Get your drink, get a lid on it, because we're going to travel. Be right back. As you can see over in the corner here, this is the pink Pyrex. That's the refrigerator dish. That is the small refrigerator dish. And underneath that we have, these are the pink gooseberry ones. Those are very collectible. And next to that, the two in the front here, this pattern, these are known as the Cinderella style. And those are both the butterfly gold Cinderella style. Those are nice matching. And then we have in the back the nesting bowls, and they're the spring blossom pattern, the green solid, with the white flowers, the white with the green flowers of the spring blossom. And then we have more modern ones here. There's the clear. And this is very pretty, but it is modern, the blue. And it does have a lip on the bowl, if you can see. The pink refrigerator dish, solid pink, but this one doesn't have a lid, but it would come with the lid, the same as these lids, like that. And these are my favorites. The pink gooseberry. One of the ones that are more expensive, not the most expensive, but collectibles, expensive ones. And the nesting bowls. And then the Cinderella style. Not my favorite Cinderella style. I like the nesting bowl style, as you can see, and I'll show you all of mine. These are all of my girlfriend's at her house. She's the one that's going to be going to the flea market with me when we do the flea market this summer. Do you want to come in and say hi?
Not yet.
So that's that one collection there. Very nice. And then I'll get you to show mine when I get all this cleaned up. Be right back. So the Holy Grail of Pyrex, the Holy Grail. Yes, record price for Pyrex. Most coveted piece ever. It is the Lucky in Love. Lucky in Love. It's very rare. It's a round covered casserole dish. No, I don't have one. I'll show you a picture though. It's just a pretty, pretty piece. It was a promotional piece. It was back in 1959, and some people believe that the piece didn't even exist until it showed up. And it showed up at a donation Goodwill. That was in New York. And yes, it's an extremely rare pattern. And from the promotional piece, that's why it's hard to find. And had actually an opal lid that was usually the clear glass, usually glass lids. I'll show you one here of Pyrex. They're clear. But on this piece, it wasn't clear. It was actually opal lid. So that made it even more rare. That there's a beautiful piece, and yes, if you ever find one, you probably want to buy it, whatever it costs. I'm sure you want to get it. Now, recent primary colors of Pyrex, the nesting bowls, which I do have some here, and I'll show you here in just a minute, but the primary colors were the yellow and then a green, and they said inside nesting, yellow, green, red, and blue. And I actually do have them. Let me see if I can do it without breaking anything. I have everything set. Now, the only one I don't have is the red one. Here's the yellow. Next came the green. And this is why they're nesting bowls. And I know you can't see that right now, but that one goes inside there. Then went the red. And here is the blue. And this blue is the oldest vintage one I have. And if you, I'm not sure if you'll be able to tell. I'm going to put one inside the other. And if you can see the thickness. One is thicker than the other. That's this blue one. That's very, very old. That is from the 50s. And like I said, yellow, green, red, and then the blue. Blue sits right in there. And those are the nesting bowls. And I do had the red one that I had found, and I bought it on Shop Goodwill. But when I received it in the mail, it was such a bad shape from, try not to break anything, someone put it in their dishwasher. You don't want to put it in your dishwasher. These are not dishwasher safe. No, no, no. Please don't do that. Now, so that's the nesting bowls, and that's what I do have for the nesting bowls. I do have some other ones with different patterns. I'll show you that in a little bit too. Now, original Pyrex was made out of a glass that was called oh boy, if I can say this right, borosilicate glass. That was borosilicate. It's a type of a glass that will not crack, doesn't expand and contract with the heat, is what I'm trying to say, so it doesn't crack. The borosilicate glass, that actually in 1998, they made the switch from the I don't know why I keep having trouble saying that. So sorry. They switched from that type of glass into a more cheaper and actually more thermal resistant tempered type glass, which is soda lime glass. So the newer version after 1998 Pyrex, that's what that was made out of. Now, back in 1947 brought about the covered vintage Pyrex bowls. And these are sets of colored and opal dishes with silk screen patterns. And a silk screen pattern, for example, here's one right there, silk screen pattern. And they're all types. There's casserole dishes, there's savers, there's chip and dip sets, which are highly sought after, especially I'll show you this one. If you can find that one, that's a nice one. The nesting marking bowls, the refrigerator sets. Those are my favorites. The refrigerator sets, they're square shaped, they're stackable, and the little ones, which I just love, they're called little fridgies, and let me show you. Which I use these. I use my bowls daily, all the time. Here's my butter dish. This is considered a refrigerator piece. It does have the clear lid, and as you can see, I use it. This is non-salted butter, because my husband needs to have non-salted butter. And here's another one that I use every day. This is mine, because I like real butter with salt. So this is mine. And I actually do have another one, same. This one is no marks, it's like brand new. If you can see on this one, there's some marks on it. It's not as in good a shape as this. This piece and my lids, this here one has no cracks, no chips, perfect condition. So I've kept this one aside. It's very nice on mine, which you're going to find if you find lids that are perfect, not chipped or cracked, you're doing good. I don't know if you can see that, but there is a little chip right here on this lid. So these refrigerator dishes in the little fridgies, this is how you would actually get them. Try to do this without dropping and breaking, but there's the butter dish, that's the refrigerator piece, and the little fridgies. And I only have one of this set, and it actually, a complete set would be another one of these little fridgies right here. And that would be considered a complete set. And they come in all the different colors. And I can show you some up here too, ones I don't own. We also have what's called the Cinderella bowls design. Cinderella is these, it just has these on the edge, of course. And they started making those just for easier pouring. That's why they have those. I'm not a fan of these. They're not my favorite. I just love regular bowls. To me, that looks more vintage. To me, this looks more up to date, not as vintage. So I just, although I have one and I use it all the time, it's not my favorite pattern. Pattern Pyrex and the butter dishes. There's even coffee and teacups and regular plates that you would use. I don't have any of those, but they do have them, they do make them. They are not as sought after. I don't believe, I could be wrong, like I said, I'm no expert. I don't claim to be an expert. I don't want to claim that I'm an expert. I just love the Pyrex, I love glassware. I know a little bit about stuff, not a whole lot about anything, but that's just how I am, that's who I am. There's Pyrex patterns. Now with the Pyrex patterns, they're either standard, everyday standard pieces, or there were promotional pieces. Now the promotional pieces, of course, they would only come out in maybe 1 to 2 years. The promotional patterns were there, so there are a very limited number of them, and that's why these pieces are more sought after than regular standard pieces. And that's all there is, the standard or there's promotional. Some of the Pyrex patterns, they are worth more because of the demand and the popularity, of course. There was, for example, a release set back 1968 to 1973 only, and that's the ones that has the dots on the Pyrex. I'll show you a picture. I don't have them, but those are nice. And also, like I showed you my girlfriend's, the solid pink. I love those, but especially the pink gooseberry. Really like those ones. Pink scroll. There's solid turquoise. There's blue color. There's the butter print. There's Friendship in the balloons, which is really pretty. The chip and dip sets, they're very popular and very high in demand, and you usually cannot find the full set. You usually can't find, you can find the bowls a lot of times, but you can't find the holder that went with them to hold the dip thing bowl above the chip bowl. Very nice, high in demand. Those sets can go anywhere from $200 to $300 or even more, depending on the condition, depending on what pattern, what color, and of course, who's looking for what pattern and who's looking for what color to complete their collection that they may have already started. So very valuable there. So let's see, Joey's still running. Yep, still going. Okay, doing good, buddy, doing good. Now, the next thing we have talked about here is there's a pattern which is very interesting, and if I find some, I think I might start collecting it. I think I'm liking it now. And it's called the Barcode Pattern. I'm sure you know what a barcode is. Something you scan in the store, the little barcode thing. Well, that's what these look like. Here's a picture. And the barcode pattern, the common one is the blue stripe. Blue stripe, but there's very rare ones too. The yellow and there's yellow and green, or there's orange and yellow, green and orange. No, I'm sorry, brown and orange. Then there's yellow and black. Blue and yellow, green and white, oh yeah, black and blue, like your black and blue. So those are some of those. That's one I would like to have, is that black and blue one. That would be nice. The most rare patterns are a Starburst casserole with a candle warmer with the cradle. Look at that, $400. That's a nice piece. Hold on, Joe, I gotta see if you're still going here. Yes, you are. There and there. Okay, we're good. So let's continue on. That is about the barcode, and we've so let's see. So we've talked a little bit about this, a little bit about that, a lot of patterns, a lot of colors, a lot of sets, a lot of designs. There's so many pieces that were promotional, standard. There's just everything out there. You might want to just find one color or one pattern and go with that. Whatever you desire. Now let's talk a little bit about, which I really like these too. They're called the Rainbow Stripes Mixing Bowl Set. Rainbow Stripe Mixing Bowl Set. And the way this is back in 1965, and it was only for 2 years, and they sold this set, and only sold it in the color pink, the sandalwood, which is like a brown, or in the blue. That was the set. Now, they had the yellow, but the yellow was never sold in the set. You could buy the yellow separately if you wanted to. And the yellow also came in all the sizes. Same size as the pink, the sandalwood brown, and the blue. So that is very rare to find, and I think that's unique and interesting. I'm going to start trying to find those. Keep an eye out for the rainbow stripes. Here the picture are pink, sandalwood, blue, but look out for those yellows. You get that yellow separately. Get the complete set of 4 then, all the different sizes. So going back to the Holy Grail piece, yes, that's a beautiful piece. It was a prototype. That's what it was. This is why it's so valuable. It was never released in the public. The reason why is because when it was made, you have the grass and you have the clovers, no pink hearts, because the Lucky in Love, the pink hearts, the green grass bled into with the pink hearts. So of course that was not up to standards for the Corning Pyrex company, no. So they were mostly destroyed. All of them were just to be destroyed, but employees being employees, free being free, guess what? The employees took them home. So that's why there's some floating around out there. There's few out there, don't know how many, don't know if you'll ever find one. I've never seen one, but if you do, you better believe you need to get that piece and hold on to it or try to sell it. Maybe it'd be worth, who knows, thousands upon thousands upon thousands. Don't know. Now that wasn't the end of that either. And in 2018, the company actually re-released it. That's right, they did. The Lucky in Love, they did re-release it. Now, the pattern is the same. The thing you have to look out for though is that the glass, the top is clear glass. Clear glass, it doesn't have the same pastel top as the original Lucky in Love did. So be aware of that. Now, so what I'm going to do now, not be able to finish what I wanted to, and it's getting really, really long right now. So I'm just going to post a bunch of pictures that I've found from the years beginning back when the Pyrex had first started, all the way up until about the late 80s, from actually like 1940s, early 1940s, up into the late 1980s. And I'm just going to go through these and play a little music. So you can stop watching the video now if you want, or if you're interested in all of these. And it shows actually the pattern, the bowl, and when that year that pattern and bowl came out, and to what year it was stopped being made, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. So that's what I'm going to do now. And I'm going to do another one showing you cleaning my Pyrex, and that will be a shorter video. I just is thinking this is getting way too long right now, so that's what I'm going to do. And thank you for watching. Appreciate it. If you do like this, please hit the thumbs up, like it, tell your family, tell your friends, and come back again. Bye. Enjoy this now. Please enjoy. Thank you.